Good day everybody, welcome to my flight today. We have an interesting one. Here we are in Iceland at Keflavik International Airport. The time in the morning is actually just about 10 past 11 a.m. and the sun is just about to come up. So the day is very short. I think the sunset is about 3:30 in the afternoon. So just a few hours of daylight. And it's the same with our destination airport, Nuuk Airport, Greenland. Flight time today is just about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Should be landing runway 04. Very interesting approach and scenery over in Greenland, of course. Wintry conditions. The wind is very strong here at Keflavik right now. Going from the west at about 20 to 30 knots with gusts. Taking off runway 28. Pick up some coffee and tea before we head out. Beautiful scenery here at this airport. You can hear the wind howling. So we're back on the 737 MAX today with ICELANDAIR, flight 613. It's a charter flight, basically. They don't really have a schedule into Greenland right at the moment. It's a seasonal flight actually, but we're just doing this for the fun of it. So our catering is here. Passengers are on the way, and we've got our flight plan installed into the FMS, and we're just going to pick up the clearance and confirm our routing. Here comes the passengers.
Easy 10 Victor Delta, ready for IFR clearance to Luton. Easy 10 Victor Delta, Keflavik delivery.
Really, that's that easy jet over there getting the clearance. So we have a few other flights on the ground with ATC active. So great, thanks for joining, and
Luton 3 Delta departure. Squawk 6566.
hope you enjoy the flight.
Easy 10
At least the departure, and a couple hours later we can be back for the approach.
Easy 10 Victor Delta, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. We'll contact ground 121.9er
Catering is over.
when ready for pushback or engine start. Easy 10 Victor Delta. Thanks.
Here goes the EasyJet. Okay, welcome to the office. Let's see here now. Get Iris.
Transition level 070. 5G mode is in effect. Advice on initial capacity, you have information Delta. Keflavik Airport informasjon Delta. 1108 Zulu. Wind 260 at 23. Visibility 10 miles Ormore. Sailing 3900 broken. Temperature 04. Depth point -02. QNH 1031. Landing on departing runway 28. Transition level 070. 5G notice in effect. Advice on initial capacity, you have information Delta.
1031 in the QNH.
Keflavik Airport information Delta. 1108 Zulu. Wind 260 at 23. Visibility 10 miles Ormore. Sailing 3900 broken. Temperature 04. Depth point -02. QNH 1031. Landing on departing runway 28.
ICELANDAIR IF Artenuke.
IDEIR 613, Keflavik delivery, expect runway 28, Soarer 2 Delta departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Skvavk 3010.
Soarer 2 Delta departure. Squawk 3010. ICELANDAIR 613.
IDEIR 613, readback correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Will contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. ICELANDAIR 613. Thanks.
Okay, 3010 in the squawk. We got TCAS set to above. And our initial altitude is, we'll put, according to the SID, Soarer 2 Delta. For now, we'll just put transition altitude, which is 7,000, but we'll get a new clearance, new altitude when we speak to the tower before departure, I believe. So we'll just put 7,000 for now. So initial heading 282, and we have 282 on the course for the ILS if we have to return, or maybe 28. We also have the frequency set, the VR 118.2 and ILS 108.5. 121.5 emergency frequency in the standby, and we on ground right now.
Scandinavian 596 at gate 3, request pushback.
Okay, let's complete our flow up top.
Scandinavian 596, Keflavik ground, pushback approved.
Yodamper is on. We'll get the fuel pumps on now. Center tanks as well, and
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, Scandinavian 596.
starting the APU. Seatbelt signs can come on. Fueling is completed. Now we got window heaters on and electric hydraulic pumps on now. We got the nav light on steady, and we can put the logo on. It's still a little dark there. Pressurization 380 and landing elevation 300, and the selection is an auto. Okay, looks good there. Packs are off. Waiting for the APU to come online.
EC10 Victor Delta. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.9.
Pretty noisy outside as usual at any busy airport. So our passenger boarding is completed. The APU online and generator is on. The APU gen's on. We can put the bleed on. And we got good duct pressure for the startup. So forward entry and forward cargo and aft cargo are still open. Let's go and request startup and pushback. No de-icing required at the moment.
Locking gear.
Okay, forward door is closed, all doors are closed.
Alpine 36 Lima Alpha, taxi for departure.
Yeah, we're looking for an on-time departure, which is at 11:25. Perfect.
Alpine 36 Lima Alpha, runway 21 taxi via November 12, November 4, November 3. On V28 taxi via November 12, November 4, November 3, Alpine 36 Lima Alpha.
Release parking brakes,
Alpine
please.
36 Lima Alpha, hold position for traffic. Hold position for traffic, Alpine 36 Lima Alpha.
ICELANDAIR 613, Gate 1, request pushback.
ICELANDAIR 613, Keflavik ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Okay. Face
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
south.
ICELANDAIR 613.
Alright guys, so let's get rid of the
Alpine 36 Lima Alpha, continue taxi.
ground power, docks
Continue
away.
taxi, Alpine 36 Lima Alpha.
Okay, beacon on.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We start with the right side matters. Okay, number 2, ground. Here we have motoring. N1's coming up, 21.4 now on N2. Once the motoring goes out, we'll select, there we go. Have a cutoff on.
Faro line 402 at gate 7, request pushback.
Faro line 402, Keflavik ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Faro line 402.
Taking us in circles here, man.
Scandinavian 596. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.3. Contact Tower 118.3, Scandinavian 596.
Wow. Okay, we can put number 2 gen on and number 1.
Alpine 36 Lima Alpha. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.3. Have a good day.
Over to Tower 118.3, Alpine 36 Lima Alpha, have a good day.
Oh, what are these guys doing, man? Alright.
Line 402, request taxi to the
They
active.
faced me in the total wrong direction. Anyway,
We are now taxiing to our departure runway. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
November 3.
Runway 28 taxi via November 12, November 4, November 3, Faro line 402.
agent start continuous. We got the flaps auto, precision valve, put it to auto as well. We got engine bleeds on, EP bleed off.
Transavia 1 November, Keflavik grund. Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback approved. Face northeast. Transavia 8 November.
Here we got 2 good starts. And select flaps to 5. RTO. Selected. We can go flight control check. Right. Left.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake is set. Recall check. So we got flaps, green light, instruments are good. Take it off, systems are checked. We can put the terrain map on now and both sides. SD.
Transavia 8 November. Taxi for departure.
Transavia 1 November, runway 28 taxi via November 1.
Runway 28 taxi via November 1. Transavia 8 November.
ICELANDAIR 613, taxi for departure.
ICELANDAIR 613, runway 28 taxi via November 12, November 4, November 3.
Runway 28 taxi via November 12, November 4, November 3, ICELANDAIR 613.
Okay, we got that. Park brake released. Wasn't the best marshalling service today at all. We're gonna have to write those guys up.
Faro line 402. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3. Faro line 402.
Transavia 1 November. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.3. Have a good day.
British Airways, Airbus.
Over to Tower 118.3.
Clear on the
Transavia
right.
8 November. Have a good day.
So while we're taxiing, we'll just review the departure. So we're to Delta, so it's runway heading 287, track. Then we make a right turn to Kilo Fox 259er. No altitude restrictions, and then sorry, it will be 305. Our squawk is 3010. TCAS is on and above. Cabin crew, seats for departure. We have to cross runway 19er. Reviewing our speeds, flaps 5, we are takeoff N1 90.2, trim is 5.61. Okay, that's good. 136 V1, VR 138, and V2 149. So we're sticking 149 here. Here we have LNAV and VNAV armed for departure. Flight directors are on. KNH 1031. Let me see, I think he actually cleared us to cross this runway earlier. Yeah. Okay, we cleared to cross.
Approaching 19.
Clear on the left. Clear right.
All aircraft be advised information echo now current. QNH1032.
1032. One other thing we can do here, we can put our acceleration altitude. Gotta get out the way.
IDIR 613. Contact Keflavik Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3.
Approaching.
ICELANDAIR 613. ICELANDAIR 613. Ready for departure. Runway 28.
ICER 613, Keflavik Tower, wind 260 at 18, runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 28. Cleared for takeoff. ICELANDAIR 613.
You guys clear for takeoff. Let's put on some lights. Take the taxi light off. Runway 28, check. Recall check.
Approaching. 28.
Yep, sun's just coming up now. At 11:40 a.m. Wow. Should be daylight when we get into Greenland as well. Okay, looking good. Ready. Arm the auto throttle and off we go, guys. Bring it up to about 40%. Okay, airspeed alive, N1 Toga. $80 knots. It's a V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Above 1,000, command A on.
ICER 613, contact til Keflavik departure 119.3.
Contact Keflavik departure 119.3. ICELANDAIR 613. Keflavik departure. ICELANDAIR 613, 3,000 feet.
Flaps 1. And accelerate nicely. Speed check, flaps up.
Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190. ICELANDAIR 613.
190 set. So we have N1 LNAV, VNAV speed, accelerating to 250 nicely. We cleared 190, so we can go ahead and set standard. Transition altitude is at 7. 1, 2, 3 times. And we'll take the RTO off. Oop. And these should have been on. So after 6, gear is up, flaps are up, no lights. Start. Selectors are off, and RTO is off. Very good, on our way. Sit back, relax now, and enjoy the flight. We're going to take the seatbelt signs off early. Smooth flight up ahead.
Fagline 402, contact Reykjavik control 125.5.
Center on 125.5. Faro line 402.
Transavia East November, contact Reykjavik control 125.5. Have a good day. Contact Reykjavik control 125.5. Transavia East November.
Hey guys, should be a nice approach into Greenland, so we can relax for a couple hours. Let's see here, let's get a check the progress page, see what we got. Estimating Nuuk Airport at 13:33 UTC. So yep, that is just over 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes to go.
ICELANDAIR 613, contact Reykjavik control 125.5.
Contact Reykjavik control 125.5. ICELANDAIR 613. Bye bye. Reykjavik control, ICELANDAIR 613. Through flight level 167 for flight level 190 direct KF 259er.
ICELANDAIR 613, Reykjavik control, radar contact. Climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, ICELANDAIR 613.
Okay, 380, that's our final level. So anyway, here we are. That's Nuuk Airport. Kind of up on a little plateau here, which is a little village down below. That's the home base of Air Greenland. We're landing runway 04 right now. So let's give it 2 hours and 7 minutes ago.
Intercept the 28 localizer.
Turn right, heading 300. Intercept the 28 localizer. Faro line 402.
Faro line 402, descend to 4,000 feet. QNH 1032.
Descend to 4,000 feet. QNH 1032. Faro line 402.
Faro line 402, clear direct nav. Resume on navigation.
Clear direct NASBO. Resume own navigation. Faro line 402.
Faro line 402, contact Vagar information approach 124.85.
Contact Vagar information approach 124.85. Faro line 402.
Hey, low cost, I don't know if you're still online, but it's about 790 miles on the whole route with the approaches, I think, included. Total distance between the two airports, really. But coast to coast between Iceland and Greenland is a lot closer. But You can just see part of Iceland here and the coastline of Greenland here now. So we are it's about 300 miles there. Seem close there at this point. So we got a fuel caution light here, so that means the center tanks are probably getting low. So we take the center tank, switches off, and that checks that. We can check again. Hello, Stixer, how you doing? Welcome to the flight. Cruising along to Nuuk Airport in Greenland. Got just about 2 hours to go. I'll be crossing the Greenland coastline probably in about an hour and a bit, a little over an hour. That's Greenland up there. Fly right over the southern part of Greenland. It's just not much to see, a lot of glacier. And the sun's coming up. We can pull up our shades so we don't get sunburned. Over to the right side. Yeah, well, this game can run. You can stream on YouTube on a flight. If you want to do a realistic flight, you can stream on YouTube for I think up to 12 hours. If you wanted to run a live stream, I think I've done one like that on a long flight, and after 12 hours it just disconnects. But this flight is 2.5 hours, so it's not that long really. It's a realistic flight, so we do it in real time. This is real time out of Greenland, into Greenland actually. So it's the only time to do this flight, so you have some daylight. You can see it's after midday out of Iceland there, and the sun is like about to set already. It's just come up. You're going to download, this is Flight Sim 2020. You can download the latest one, Flight Sim 2024. Costs a bit of change though. It's not that cheap, but it's very, very good. If you're into Flight Sim, if you want the realism, Flight Sim 2020 or 2024, they're both pretty good. 2020 is probably a bit more stable, and you don't need as fast an internet. 2024, I think you need a very good internet connection. I can hear the power change. We just leveled at flight level 380 probably. Yep, we're at top of climb. 380, and we can check our power. It's 88. If we go to the VNAV page, target speed Mach 0.79. So we have 0.794 here. So we're cruising along. We have a direct headwind of 82 knots. 80. So we're fighting a good headwind going there. If we did a trip back, we'd cut off probably about almost 45 minutes off of that flight time or more. But this time of year, all the winds, and especially in this area, all the winds are from the west. So up at 380, we have the overspeed tape just a little beyond our present speed, and we have the low speed warning pretty close, so we're in a small area here of safe flight speed. It's like 215 to 250 to 260.
Reykjavik Control, Speedbird 895, passing flight level 160 for flight level 190. Speedbird 895, Reykjavik Control, good day identified. Climb to flight level 390. Climb to flight level 390, Speedbird 895.
I think we're going to be doing the ILS Yankee runway 04 and to Nuuk Airport. Park down at the international terminal, probably Apron Alpha. This is, or we could take stand 1 or 2 or 3, any one of those. Runway 04, and what else we have here is the approach. (042) inbound and ILS1113. We can set those up now so we don't forget. So it's yeah, 042. And let's see, we can put the we go to progress, so we can go nav status and put the ILS directly into the FMS. So it's 111.3. It's good to get these things out of the way early so we don't forget them. So ILS 111.3 and number 1. And it shows up here on our screen, 111.3, course 042. And the minimums on that approach, for us, we are category C. Let me see, this plate is the category C. Yeah, C and D for this ILS approach. And the minimums are, for us, it's actually on the other page. So once everything's working, lock, Yankee, ILS full, C is 520. Okay, we got at 520 set, and let's also confirm it on the right side. 520. Well, that's cool. You get in for the Xbox. That's nice. 2024. Yeah, it's a very good version. My favorite plane is the one we're in right now, the 737 MAX. Basically because it's very accurate. I mean, it flies very well, and all the systems work really well. It's very close to the rail plane. I don't fly this in real life though. I fly the Dash 8. But this is very, very good. From what I've seen, it's very accurate. The Airbus, the Phoenix Airbus A320, 319, 321 series are also very good. Those are the top planes you want if you want realism. But there are a lot of others out there that are pretty close. I mean, it's just a game, but if you really want to be serious about flight simming, this one is very good, and the Phoenix, the PMDG 737 and 777 also very good. But when you get the game, you got to get yourself a an account with the Navtech charts. It's a yearly subscription. Once you have the charts, that's what I'm using here, you'll get to do your approaches and stuff like that. And these are all linked into the FMS of the game, so you can fly the full approach. Just like the real guys do it. Flight sim is not hard at all. I mean, it's hard only if you want to fly just like the rail planes, the rail airlines do. Then it's hard because you gotta know a bit of stuff about the rail planes and procedures. But there's so many other planes on Flight Sim 2024 and 2020 that you can fly around for fun. All seaplanes, gliders. I mean, as you know, you can fly anything. And you don't really need to follow any procedure. It just flies around. You can change the settings in the game to make it for amateurs. If you don't know how to fly, it'll practically fly for you. Or you can put to full realism where you'll get stalls and the airplane will crash. If it hits something, it'll just reset because the plane got damaged. Flight Sim doesn't show damage in the planes though. It doesn't show you any damage. It just will freeze or reset. But I have mine set to it doesn't detect damage because it takes too long to keep resetting the sim every time the plane gets damaged beyond repair, and you have to reset everything. So I just basically can bounce into anything. It doesn't do any damage to the plane. But I do know that from experience of rail planes, you know what the limitations are. So you just follow that and the plane shouldn't get damaged. And when you're on the airports, they have AI vehicles and planes driving around and stuff. And when they hit you too, that would make you reset. So the AI in Flight Sim is not the best. The artificial planes, they just go around kind of crazy sometimes. So. You're playing Roblox, yeah. That's my daughter plays Roblox all the time. She's addicted. You should have a flight sim for Roblox. You're playing Roblox, yeah. That's my daughter. Just a question now, when you get the Flight Sim 2024 for Xbox, what controllers do you use for it? Is it just a controller like this, a little hand controller, or for the Xbox can you connect like the throttles like you see that I have here? There's a lot of components I have hooked up here with the PC to get like a real cockpit with actual switches and dials and stuff. But for the Xbox, I mean, is it just the one controller you would use, or do they have options for it? Okay, keyboard and mouse. Yeah, that's the basic stuff, yeah. But it works. You can fly the flight sim with these planes with what's the minimum stuff they give you. But if you want the realism, then you add all these other components. Yeah, the mouse and keyboard will pretty much do everything. The Stream Decks are very good too. If you get a Stream Deck for pretty much anything on your computer, but the Stream Deck works very good with Flight Sim because you can program all of the light switches and the radios, and you can even have the autopilot set up in a Stream Deck. You just download the profile, and the Stream Deck is one of the best bits of hardware you can have for Flight Sim. I have the Stream Deck Plus, which has the rotary knobs on it, so that's you can turn headings and vertical speed, and you can do all that kind of stuff that you would have on a normal autopilot system. I've tried. That's what I'm using, OBS. You gotta have OBS. But I've tried it on TikTok live stream as well. It's pretty cool. But anyway, YouTube is one of the best places to save your flights. Like I can do a long flight, but I can't save it on my computer. It takes up all the space. But you do a flight like this on YouTube and you save your flights. It saves your flights even if it's 10 hours long. You get to replay your videos anytime. Replay your flight. That's one of the reasons I do it on YouTube. Doesn't look like me. get jet blast back here. So we come up on the coast of Greenland, I think. Is that it? Yep. Yes, right now you are my only viewer. That's fine. I'm not really here for the amount of views. I'm just enjoying the flights. I love flying these flights. Whoever wants to watch, they come and go. Flights are too long, so I mean, if it's just boring, this part is just boring. It's just straight and level flying, nothing much to see. But when we get close to Greenland, should be nice. The approach should be really nice. It's pretty over there. Where's your home base? Because I'll do flights anywhere. If someone wants me to do a flight somewhere, we can do a flight anywhere. Pretty much anywhere. Yeah, great. Welcome. Let's see what's happening in the cabin. Oh, all the passengers are sleeping. We got the whole cabin for ourselves. Just a bathroom break. Oops, didn't close the door. It's a little bit interactive, some of the bins, and the curtains as well, business class. Yeah, that was a cabin tour. All right, Sticks, take it easy, buddy. Nice having you along. If you come back for the landing, and let's see how much time to go. Let's see what we got here. Hour and 25 minutes to the destination. Guys, it's a bit cloudy, but we are up on the coastline of Greenland. You can start to see some of it through the clouds there. I'm hoping it'll clear up a bit as we get over, but not looking so right now. This is overcast. And the destination, actually, it's forecast to be overcast. Be nice if you can see the coast. I can take away the weather for a moment, but sometimes that messes up the altitude. See if you can see some icebergs floating off the coast.
ICELANDAIR 613. Contact North Sarswak radar 121.3. Bye-bye.
Center on 121.3. ICELANDAIR 613. Bye-bye. Narsarsuaq radar, ICELANDAIR 613. Good day. Flight level 380.
ICELANDAIR 613, Narsarsuaq radar, identified.
1 hour to go, 1 hour to go. 1 hour on our Icelandic Greenland flight. We're over mainland Greenland right now. It's just a little bit too cloudy to see anything. I can see some of the... We can see some of the glaciers below, but it's not very clear. When we start our descent, we'll get a much better view for sure.
Nuuk Airport information November. Time 1250 Zulu. Wind 070 at 14 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Ceiling broken 12,000 feet. Temperature -04. Dew point -12. QNH 1017. Landing runway 04. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
So this flight radar 24, and this is the live traffic going into Nuuk Airport right now. So it's Air Greenland's A330neo. Pretty new plane, it's only 3 years old. They have a daily flight from Copenhagen to Nuuk Airport. This is their home base. So we may actually see them on the ground. I don't know if the AI traffic I have may have actually have them on the ground. So they'll be landing in about 24 minutes in real time into Nuuk Airport. If you check out, there's a live YouTube channel that feeds live traffic from this airport on YouTube. You can see the live action of planes landing and taking off there. It's mostly just Dash 8s and King Airs and this daily flight from Copenhagen. And of course, we are coming in today. Ice0613. So we'll be landing just after them. But ICELANDAIR goes in here, not on a schedule, but on special occasions. I think probably usually during the summer, I'm not sure. But we have a special flight today. Boxing Day flight. If you check the arrivals for Nuuk Airport, we got, yep, here's a flight, Copenhagen, and then all of this is Dash 8 200, Dash 8, Dash 8, and that's all the flight scheduled for today. So I think that flight, they schedule it so it gets in daylight, kind of daylight hours. And it departs, what time is departure? Departure at 1:20 p.m. local time from Nuuk Airport. Yeah, so it gets in at 11:20. It's a little bit delayed. It's getting in at 11:40 local time. And in real world, in the sim, actually, we're over here somewhere, just across the coast of Greenland. So we're just behind them. So cool, let's see if we see them on the ground when we get there. Cool stuff. we're going to be landing with flaps 40. It's 137. So we set it flaps 40, 137. Wind correction minimum is 5 knots. So 137 and 5 should be 142. You can see we have the airport, runway 04, 72, 18 feet, 2200 meters, ILS 04, course 042, and the frequency 1.3. Glide slope is on, and we have it there. We have our inbound course 042 set. There's no star arrival, so we'll be just joining the approach straight off the airway. The ATC may want to give me vectors, we'll see, for the final. So I'm just looking at the arrival here. We coming in from Geta, and it looks like it wants us to come overhead and do a reversal. So what we're going to do is we're going to join Nuba here, and that's the right base 04. So we'll probably get rid of this waypoint here and come straight in for a nice profile in. So this is Geta. Here we have it. So we'll go from Inban straight to the I like to go straight to Nuba. Yeah, erase that. Let's see here. Get rid of that. Okay, delete. Let's type it in. See if we can type it in. Nimba. Let me see that. Yep, so that looks better. So we'll execute that. And of course it gets rid of where's the rest of the approach gone. Enable next altitude. Alright. Okay, so when we select approach we have to select via Numba. Executes. So we can go from, there's a break here, so we'll go from in-band to Nuba. There we go. Nice, that's what I want. So here's number, so we'll come in like that, join Nudbut 3500, inbound to Golf Hotel 041, descending to 2500, the final approach fix here at 25 at 6.6 DME. The glide path is a bit steep, it's a 3.2 glide path to the minimums of we look at the next plate for the minimums like we did, and it's for category C here, 520. We have no NOTAMs of any equipment from the airport not working, so we have a full ILS. And we should make I don't think we can taxi here, so I believe if we go to the end we have to make a 180. We're not allowed to do 180 on this runway. Right, runway 0422, 180s turns prohibited for aircraft larger than -8 200. So we have to use the turning pad. We'll go back to Alpha and parking at stand 1 or 2. So that's our plan. Okay, while all that talking and briefing, we are close to our top of descent. Well, it's about 70 miles to go. 72 miles to top of descent. So we can get an update on ATIS again.
Nuke Airport information November. Time 1321 Zulu. Wind 070 at 15 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Ceiling broken 10,000 feet. Temperature -04. Dew point -12. QNH 1016. Landing runway 04. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Okay, 1016 is set in the standby window, and we can put it here as well. (1016) in the ISI. Sun is kind of disappearing in us here. We should land with a little bit of light though, so we can take these down in the meantime. So our descent checklist, pressurization, landing elevation is set. It's 300, and just to confirm, you can see the elevation. The elevation at Nook Airport. $245 feet, so 300, what the hell, 300 is set. Recall check, yep, here, no lights, all good, auto brake. We're gonna braking auto brake 2. Landing data is checked. And we have flaps 40, 137 plus 5. Runway conditions are good. Runway 04.
ICELANDAIR 613, Narsar radar. I have a traffic management route for you. Advice ready to copy.
Wilco, ready to copy. ICELANDAIR 613.
Traffic advisory.
ICELANDAIR 613, expect radar vectors. ILS Zulu runway 04.
Okay. Okay, thank you. We accept clearance. The I613, thank you.
ICELANDAIR 613, verify instruction.
Roger, radar vectors for runway ILS runway 04, ICE613, thank you.
ICELANDAIR 613, verify instruction.
There you go. Verified.
Expect radar vectors. ILS Zulu runway 04. ICELANDAIR 613.
That's what I said. Doesn't understand my accent. Okay, 40 miles to descent. That's enough time to give the cabin crew preparation for descent. Seatbelt signs on. We briefed the cabin. We got 15 minutes to landing, and the temperature is -4.
ICELANDAIR 613, radar vectors. ILS Zulu runway 04. Report ready for descent.
Roger, will call for descent, Ice0613. Guys, one thing I forgot to talk about here is our alternate. Our alternate is Kangaroo-Lusak, if I pronounce that correct. Bravo Golf Sierra Fox. And the weather there is VFR. They have an ILS09 and RMP unspecified, so they have runway 9. So that's airport is
ICELANDAIR 613, Nuke Airport, landing runway 04.
Nuke Airport, landing runway 04, ICELANDAIR 613.
Thanks again for that.
ICELANDAIR 613, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, ICELANDAIR 613.
Okay, that's nice. She's monitoring our profile. It's not quite ready yet, but we can take it. Descend 200, level change. Okay, we're starting down a little bit early. But better to be on the lower side than too high. Okay, so we're talking about our alternate. We go to our arrival. We see here this is route 2. We can change that. So if we go to legs, route 2 legs, arrival departures, and that where is it? Okay, so it's Bravo Golf Sierra Fox. So this is route 2. So I'll put in Bravo Golf Sierra Fox as a new destination. So we go to legs. Arrival, so we have Bravo Golf Sierra Fox, arrival, ILS Yankee 09, and there we go. Looks like it's back on the other side of the of Greenland. Not many options around here. So if we needed to go to the alternate, we'll just switch to route 2 legs and go direct to the approach sequence for our alternate. can bring up the map showing where it is actually. If we go to charts, graph. Righto. So here we are, descending. That's Nuuk Airport here, and our alternate is to the north up here. Bravo Golf Sierra Fox. So runway 09, because I guess they got some high terrain on this side. So we have an ILS for 09, that's our alternate. Good, on our way down, coming down like a rock, 3,100 feet per minute. You can see here the profile is bringing us a bit low, so I can switch to VS and reduce this rate of descent a little bit. There we go, that looks better. We're leveling at 20 now anyway, 1 to go. Flight level 200. Let's put back the VNAV. The sun's getting pretty hard to see now in the clouds. A lot of snow and glaciers. Wow.
Ice Air 613 QNH 1016, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 04.
QNH 1016, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 04. Ice Air 613.
And we need some further descent now, guys. We need further descent. Requesting descent, Ice 613.
Ice Air 613, roger, say new altitude.
5,000, request 5,000. Ice 613. Unable it, I bet.
Ice Air 613, enable your flight is to the west and 5,000 feet is an odd numbered flight level. Please pick an even altitude.
Request 6,000, Ice 613.
Ice Air 613, enable 6,000 feet at this time.
Yep, well, my vertical profile is here now. It's time to go down. So guys, we're gonna cheat a little bit. We can't wait and I don't want to end up high and have to do a circle. So we're gonna initiate our own descent. Not real world kind of style, but the AI is a bit slow here. So you're trying to keep on the profile. So we are inbound to Numba, which is the right base leg for the runway 04, and that's supposed to be at about 59. Numba is 59. Yeah. We'll put 6,000 for now. Actually, it wants me to switch over now. So 1016, 1, 2, and 3 times. Let's go ahead and switch these screens back over. Since I'm flying, I'll have the engine instruments on my side, and we can do a system test. In the meantime, hydraulics are good, quantities and pressures, tires looking good. So recall check. Oh, it's so pretty here, man. Snow-covered mountains, no hills. See who can spot a polar bear or a killer whale. Some kind of wildlife. We can start dimming our lights, and the cabin crew advised prepare for landing. We are approaching 10,000. We got the lights, engine start selectors to continuous, auto brake 2, fuel is checked and looking good. We have the ILS dialed in, and we are approaching the base lag. On profile. Getting a little bit of turbulence here. You can see the wing moving around.
Nuke Airport Information November. Time 1350 Zulu. Wind 060 at 16 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Ceiling broken 9,500 feet. Temperature -04. Dew point -12. QNH 1015. Landing runway 04. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Speed is way too high, guys. Way too high. Yeah, speed brakes are engaged. 111.3. Alright, speed's coming back nicely. 210 is the next speed there, and let's see. Flaps 1 can go at 250. So speed check, flaps 1. Okay, we cleared for the approach. Here's our runway over there. Okay, speed's coming back nicely now. Flaps 5. Why isn't the approach engaging?
ICELANDAIR 613, established on final approach.
IceAir 613, affirm.
We have the 111.3 in, but I'm not seeing it coming up here. Why is that? What am I not doing correct? So not nav, approach, selecting, VRO lock. How about that? Okay, so no glide path. Alright, VRO lock we have green and VNAV path. Check. Alright, so approaching 2300 above the ground, radar live, speed check, landing gear down. Let's go flaps 15. Speed check, let's go down, flaps 30. The autopilot is off. Runway in sight, flight director is off. Mix approach altitude, I'm putting 59. Okay, flaps 40, green light, gears down 3 green, spoilers are armed, this approach altitude is set, and we are on Puppy. Check, stable.
Approaching minimum.
Check.
Minimum.
Continue. Wind's playing around. Oop.
300. 200. 100. 30. 20. 10.
300 meters remaining. 100 remaining.
Okay, reverse is green and we on the brakes.
30 meters remaining.
Okay, reverse is stored and manual braking. We're on the ground. Welcome to Nook, Greenland. We'll go up to the end and make a 180. That's the tower over there. Hello Mirrorfly. Just in time for their landing or the rollout. It was a nice flight here into Greenland. Just gonna go and park at the gate and offload our precious cargo and do a little replay of the landing in here.
Approaching 2-2. Approaching 0-4.
Okay, here's a follow me. Taxi light is off. Maybe I went too far. Okay. Anyway, that's good. We're here. Okay, APU is online, and so we can take the seatbelt signs off, and number 2 off. Anti-call off. Yeah, you can take the pumps. Come on, I need the deboarding. Well guys, that's Nuuk Airport, Greenland. Just waiting on the border agents to come, and then we'll open the doors. Okay, they're coming. Very good, very good. I need the deboarding. Come on. It's not recognizing the stand. That's why I'm in. And it doesn't recognize where you are located. It doesn't give you the deboarding. One, walk me there. Okay, let's try it now. There we go. We're just in the wrong position, that's all.
passenger's bus is coming.
So this is actual time and weather in Nuuk Airport, Greenland at this time. I've left it just as it is. And you can see it's 12:15 p.m. local time, and it looks like it's sunset. Strange parts of the world. It'll take some getting used to for sure. Ah, there is the A330. It just appeared. Nice. Air Greenland A330 Neo. Pulled in while we weren't looking. Some of the Dash 8 300s or 200s from Air Greenland as well. They should be red, but just nice. Alright guys, we're gonna just let the last few passengers, looks like that's it. And we're gonna go and do a couple of replays of the landing. It's nice little terminal here. Everybody waiting to board the next flight. CAF Summit. Guys, I'll select flaps full. We'll put on the electric hydraulic pumps to get the flaps going. We can put our signs on. Not that we need them, but we put the pumps back on. We can put these guys.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
on.
for pushback.
We put on our lights. Okay, the flaps are moving. Alright, let's go do the replay.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Just check all the doors are closed. We just got those two.
Locking gear.
Okay, thank you. I got a 3.2 in the landing. Hey guys, thanks for following along. And that's our last landing into Nook on the replays. It was an okay landing, not bad. First time landing here. So till the next one, have a good evening, good morning, and happy Boxing Day. Till the next one, hasta la mañana. Okay, one more. That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Pause, come back, we'll leave it there.
20.